Hi, everybody. Session 8 topic. My two big takeaways from the readings is that, well, I guess in general, video's not going away. YouTube's not going away. Facebook's not going away. The way we get information, either as students or the general public, is targeted and filtered. Um, with the OA election article, the thing I kept thinking to myself was this is 2008, and that seems like 100 years ago compared to 2017 when it comes to technology and how we access information. I kept looking at statistics and thinking, probably just add 20% to all of these um, when it comes to how people got their information for the election. I'm trying to read that article, but says here 45% watched online or political related videos, 33 shared political content by email or through various online sites or applications, 52% of those with social networking profiles such as Facebook use it for political purposes. These numbers seem pretty minuscule. I don't have the latest data from 2016, but I'm willing to bet it's at least 20% more than numbers quoted based on 2008. So video's not going anywhere as far as being a part of teaching and learning about an election, learning about a course topic. Let's see here. On my notes here again. Okay, the Bruce article. I thought that was pretty practical and interesting. The three things he says that faculty need to successfully integrate video into their teaching and learning is practical experience, opportunities for reflection, and doing research on this. Obviously, instructor use of video in classes is under research because it's brand spanking new. So the first two kind of sounds like learning in general. It sounds like what we do in class, as far as trying to give students practical experience, hands-on experience, which engages many senses and helps with learning. The more senses you engage, the more you tend to retain. They give them an opportunity for reflection. That sounds like some pretty tried and true principles in the field of education at whatever level, whether it's K through 12 or higher education. The third one, is really kind of exciting because, we want to find out what barriers prevent teachers from utilizing technology, that is video technology, into their courses. I know anecdotally, there's always that aversion to anything new, and some of us are wired psychologically to avoid newness, uncertainty more than others. They mentioned, doing training in group settings. I think that's worthwhile. Asking someone to do it on their own time is probably going to result in a less yield of embracing with technology than having people do group sessions. That's what I've found. So those are two big takeaways that I got from the readings. And, video technology, if you're not using it, you're selling your courses short, in my opinion. How does video or video sharing fit into my teaching context? I thought about this as a faculty member, how it can help me be more effective in the classroom, and also how it can help students feel more engaged with the course, whether they're an online student. First of all, as far as an instructor, I teach courses in finance. I teach personal finance. I teach managerial finance. And one topic in managerial finance, if you ask a finance professor about the topics they hate to teach in class, one is bond valuation, trying to explain the inverse relationship between interest rates and the price of bonds, debt. And I found myself pooping in my pants last week in class on that topic because it's a topic that students struggle to understand. It's a topic that as graduate students, we most likely got a poor experience as a student learning the topic. For me, I ended up Googling PowerPoints because my professor did not have good second English speaking skills. So it's a topic in finance that we just don't like to teach, but we have to teach it because it's very important. So I can learn tricks. When faculty post their videos, MIT posts videos, other faculty post videos, And usually you can find that topic, bond valuation, it's usually an entire lecture. So it's useful for me just to go in and look at how other people are delivering those tricky topics. And that's something that I should have done before I walked into the classroom last week, because I hadn't taught that topic in years. So that's an opportunity for me to gain from video. As far as students that they run into trouble, they can send a video to me. If I have an online student that's struggling with something like bond valuation, I can create a video and send that to them to clarify sticky points. Because that's a real challenge when you teach finance online, is that there are a lot of sticky points that need clarification. And, rather than typing the math out in an email and typing step by step and hoping they understand the context of how you're explaining it, sometimes video is more effective. So I tend to agree with Bruce that more research is needed in this area so we can help be more effective in training people to use video in their courses. Students can benefit greatly. Millennials love video. They love technology. They love it more than we middle-aged folks do. So, but for us to be effective, we need to get back on the same page with what our students are looking for. So that's how video and video sharing fit into my teaching context. I can use it to learn how to be more effective. I can use it to clarify points of confusion with students. I think the exciting thing about video is that it addresses something in the online world called social presence. It's not just a faculty member posting videos from Khan Academy or YouTube about topics. It's about that faculty member doing what I'm doing right now, engaging students in a more interactive, multisensory way than simply typing out email or typing out a form prompt. That contributes to instructor presence. They know who I am. I'm more than just a blind, nameless, faceless person who's directing them through a course. Students can use video to communicate. I'll be getting to the assessment part in a moment, but one way that students can use video is something as simple as posting their student introductions via video. I think the approach of giving them the choice of whether texting it or sending a video in, I think is a good way of sort of introducing that option. And usually people tend to migrate towards video because they realize that sometimes it's easier to take care of an assignment via video than it is to do it in text format. As far as the instructor, we want to bridge online learning as close to the classroom in terms of engagement and presence as we can. We can't go to 100%, but maybe we can go to 90%. And video is key to achieving that sense of social presence, instructor presence in the virtual classroom. Another benefit of video is that my campus courses, I could hypothetically tape those courses and post that to my online sites, because online students, they want to know what's going on campus. I've gotten that question from students. And I've even seen that note on my course evals. I wish the professor would post classroom lectures onto the online site. Not all classrooms are geared for that. Some are. So there's a lot of practical uses for video. Moving on to the assessment, really the most unimaginable way of assessing students' engagement with video would be just to monitor their activity as far as clicks, but that doesn't tell you much. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know that a student could push play and be doing something totally different. It's going to go down as they interacted with YouTube. So I would incorporate video just like the way we're doing it in this course. Maybe start with something simple like have students do a video response for their introduction. You could use video to facilitate a discussion, like a Moodle discussion. Rather than having a question list, have a quick video like I'm doing right now as the instructor. Tell the students, about the topic and have them respond to the questions. And students can do the same thing using something short like Flipgrid. or they can use something a little longer length than hosted by YouTube or one of the other sites that Daryl referred to in past lectures. Yeah, so in terms of assessment, is tied in with assignments. I hope there's not a longer, more complicated response to that question. Um, a rubric tied to a discussion forum. You would assess quality and content, just like Daryl said in his weekly video. Did they answer the questions with enough breadth and depth of coverage to demonstrate understanding? Like, for instance, if I had students read an article, I would ask them to summarize it and then connect it to personal experience or maybe to a related topic, and then assess their level of response, demonstrating to me that they understand the topic, that they put a sufficient amount of thought into it. So quality and quantity is kind of a good place to start, So the rubric doesn't have to be super elaborate. The main thing is just creating more presence in the virtual classroom and having a useful tool that may help the instructor communicate better with students and vice versa. Just checking to see if I have anything else I wanted to add to this week's talk. No, I think that's about it. It's an exciting area, and again, when Bruce mentioned the research leg, I was like, yeah, that's something I might want to do. Anything under researched is a good place to be doing research in. So that's about it for this week. So that's I'm going to be checking out. Have a great week, and I guess we'll be getting our spring break and heading back into everything next week.